And I'm actually going to put you on the spot, just like you did, Kieran McKenna. What is your one word, my friend, to sum up this season?
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I probably should have been prepared in case that had got flipped back on me. The one Mark Ashton always uses is brutal. The one that I've probably used the most has been sobering, in terms of anything and everything felt possible riding that wave of momentum. This promised land, the land of milk and honey, the Premier League, something that we'd kind of watched from afar, a generation that had never known Ipswich at that level. We got back to it, and it's been a real kind of sobering. That it's felt like, if you go back to the celebrations from promotion and the bus parade and Harry Clark at the front of that, from the highs of that, it has been a bit of a back down to earth with a real bump, hasn't it? It's kind of opened our eyes to the reality of what the jump to the Premier League has been. So, I as I say, I don't think it's as bad as it seems from the outside looking in. You look at the league table of like you say, 4 wins, only 1 at home, 22 points. They finished 16 adrift in the end. I think they've been better than that suggests, by pure numbers. I would say there's been a lot more games where you'd say if you look at the draws, there's been a lot more draws where you'd say Ipswich were the more likely to win it than lose in terms of leaving points out there. We know it's 27 points dropped from winning positions. I looked at it. Ipswich are actually outside the relegation zone if games finished on 75 minutes. Man United would be relegated in that scenario. So that says to me that they have done an awful lot to be competitive in a lot of games. And there are reasons, many, why they've not been able to do it in terms of squad depth, in terms of experience, in terms of physicality, in terms of games management. But yeah, not everything has been wrong about this season, and hopefully they can use a few of the lessons. And again, I know that's a phrase that is triggering some people into eye rolls, and along with the journey, inverted commas. But no, that is honestly where I'm at. It's not me trying to be a cheerleader for the club or having blue tinted specs on. I think if they can use the lessons from this season the right way and keep sort of building on the progress behind the scenes, it's not all been a complete disaster.
No, and I think next week we're going to be sort of looking back at our predictions and probably laughing at them and going, "Oh dear, we got that very, very wrong." I think all of us predicted the Town to potentially stay up, but I think maybe 17th. I think there's a few people maybe went mad and go, "Yeah, European football, why not?" But I think deep down everyone knew this was going to be a hard task. And
I felt that the kind of we can do anything, and we might even replicate 2001 and surprise a few people and be right up there. I think I was aware that the landscape had changed a lot since then. And I think 17th and stay up with the final kick, and it felt the right thing to do at that moment in time to kind of predict that they could stay up. But I knew it was going to be tough, but I didn't realize it was going to be as tough as it was, to be honest. So yeah, sobering, eyes wide open. We go again. All the cliches coming out, Ross. Left, right, and centre.
Got to be done. Got to be done. Definitely at the end of the season, you bring it all out.